How to stop singing from your throat. Why would I possibly want to make a video on this? This is a very controversial topic because our voice is literally in our throat. Yes, your voice is in your throat. This is where your larynx is that houses your vocal folds. But if this is where you're singing from, you are doing it all wrong. I am going to tell you in this next 10 minutes 4 tips to help you stop singing from your throat. If you are someone that you find after a few songs of karaoke or a gig, your voice feels tired out, then this video is for you. My name is Renee and I have been teaching, singing, and coaching singers for over 25 years. So here's the first thing. How are you breathing? You see, breathing is our power source. We're not getting our power from singing from our throat. We should be getting our power from these larger muscles that we have in our abdomen. So do this with me. Find a couple inches above your belly button. Place your hands right there. This is where you want to expand as you are about to sing. So breathe in. And there should be this expansion here, almost like you're filling up an inner tube around the midsection of your body. These larger muscles are such as your diaphragm. Your diaphragm sits underneath of your lungs. These larger muscles here can take on so much more pressure and tension than these smaller muscles that we have around our larynx. I had a teacher one time tell me that the muscles in our neck are there to support our head. Our muscles in our neck is to support our head and allow our head to turn. They are not necessarily there to support our voice. That's what these larger muscles down here are for as singers. So when you are singing, you want to take this nice diaphragmatic breath. If you want to know more about breathing diaphragmatically, you can check out my video here. But for today, when you breathe, you're going to have that expansion. And then as you start to sing, you want to think about continuing to expand. Keep everything here locked in. You want to have this almost flexed abdomen as you are singing so that your sound is supported with these larger muscles lower in your body. If you find that you are constantly reaching for your notes and you notice yourself like lifting up and your chin is coming up as you're singing higher, then check out my free video training. This is something that is really going to give you an easy strategy that you can do right away to help you have the powerful results that you want as you sing higher in your range. Tip number 2 on how to not sing from your throat. Don't use your body to grab notes. What am I talking about? I cannot tell you how many times I've seen singers come into my studio and do this. I love to sing. And we end up directing our sound by seeing our head go up with the notes and go down with the notes. This is not going to help you. This is singing from your throat. So let me show you what I like to do with my students when we have this problem. This is a Beanie Baby cow. So grab a bean bag, grab a small pillow, something that you can place on top of your head and is going to be able to stay there without a lot of effort. So you're going to put this on top of your head, and then as you sing, if the cow falls off, I love, then I did something wrong. However, if I can keep the cow on my head by relying on my breath and engaging that midsection rather than reaching for my note, here's what it will sound like. I love to sing. Now I'm no longer reaching for those notes and singing from my throat. Tip number 3. Oftentimes, we think about singing loud. We want to sing as loud as we can. I know I love to do this. We want to sing loud and big. And we kind of have this perception of blasting our sound out on the entire wall. And so we end up pushing. We end up imagining that we had to fill this large space with our sound. I want you to change how you think about your voice. Instead of getting loud by expanding it and pushing it out over a large surface, I want you to go for accuracy. Get a dart, a pretend dart. You're going to think about throwing that dart at one little spot as accurately as you can. Ow! Ow! Ba, 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 ba. And that's going to be very different than ah! You can hear it. You can hear that I'm just kind of bleh. When we try to fill that entire wall with our voice, it ends up coming out pushed with this heaviness that's not ideal. Ha! It just doesn't have that ring and that brilliance to the sound that we want it to have. So instead of thinking about pushing from the throat and filling out this large space, think about singing out of the top of your forehead, that dart is coming through right there. Finally, the fourth and final tip that I want you to consider that's going to help you stop singing from your throat is I want you to have a shift in your mindset. I want you to think about your instrument differently. Instead of thinking about your instrument as right here, this tiny larynx that has these tiny vocal folds in it, think of your instrument as your entire body. Your entire body is an amazing creation, and you can do so much with it. When you have the proper posture and stance, and you're able to breathe and connect to those muscles that are lower in your body to support and power your sound, you will be able to sing with so much more strength and less effort and more ease. I had an opera friend of mine who once said to me, Renee, I can find a way to sing through just about every physical ailment, whether it's congestion or flu or whatever it is. When you're a professional singer, you can find a way to work it out. And he said, the one thing I couldn't sing through was fatigue. Why is that? Because we're asking our body of so much when we sing. So prioritize taking care of your body and change how you think about your instrument. Rather than it being like the piano, the white and black keys, the piano is the entire piece of furniture. It's all the strings inside. It's the soundboard. It's the felts. It's the hammers. All of that creates that beautiful sound of the piano. Just like your instrument, you have your larynx and your vocal folds. You have your resonating cavities in your head and your nose and your throat. You have your muscles that are going to support your sound and allow you to breathe diaphragmatically. All of these things, all of these other parts of your body are part of your instrument. In the comments below, let me know which one of these tips is the most helpful for you and that you're going to give a try the next time that you sing.